Larry Hausner here, the author of Save Baseball, a prescription for the major leagues. And you can pick up the book anywhere online. Order yourself a copy today. Some more World Series postmortem. Do you happen to listen into that Fox television broadcast throughout the World Series? And they just kept touting the Yankees' postseason experience. Well, they certainly had experience, and most of it was in the playoffs, right? Not so much in the World Series. And unfortunately for them, well, it showed. Certainly, one of the storylines was how the Yankees really didn't even show up for the World Series, especially Aaron Judge, which was shocking. By the time he did show up, it was game five, and it was too late. His 2024 season, by far the league's best. The Yankee slugger was the architect of one of the greatest offensive campaigns in league history. Six-time All-Star. He had 322, 58 home runs, and 144 RBIs. However, he finished the postseason with 49 at-bats, only 9 hits. He hit 184, 3 home runs, and he struck out 20 times, which apparently has become commonplace for Judge. In 2022, he hit 133, and in 2022, he hit 139 in the postseason. So, how does a superstar who's on his way to a Hall of Fame career flame out on the biggest stage? Well, according to Aaron Judge himself, he says it's actually simple. He said plate discipline, which he didn't quite demonstrate as he expanded his zone throughout the series. He said, quote, "You have to get a pitch in the zone and drive it. And if you don't try to make something happen. Just locking in on your zone and let the game come to you," end quote, which it really didn't do for Judge. But it's happened to others in postseason play as well. Willie Mays. Yeah, Willie Mays made 5 trips to the postseason during his incredible Hall of Fame career, and he left without a memorable moment to his credit. And my goodness, he just hit 1 home run in 99 plate appearances and only had 6 extra base hits. How about his godson, Barry Bonds, who reached the National League Championship Series on 4 different occasions, only to hit 203. He did fare better in the 2002 World Series, but before that, it's pretty dismal. Pitchers, they're not immune either. Braves Hall of Famer Tom Glavine, in 1992, he allowed 13 hits, 10 runs over 7 innings in 2 NLCS starts. In 4 other series, Glavine had an ERA over 5. Or the Mets' Dwight Gooden, over 12 postseason appearances and 59 innings. Gooden went winless in his postseason career, going 0-4. And in that triumphant 86 World Series, his ERA was 8. The list goes on, but I'm more interested in the why, not as much the who. Perhaps it's more than plate discipline, as Judge suggested. Maybe expectations and pressure and rising above those and tuning out the noise plays a part. After all, they're human. And it's not surprising that those like the Dodgers' Tommy Edman with, let's be real, little or no expectation on a guy that many people had never really paid too much attention to before the playoffs can rise to the occasion when superstars like Aaron Judge struggle. It's the role players who seemingly step up and have throughout the history of the World Series. Those with no expectations sometimes succeed them. The history of the World Series is chock full of examples where role players stepped up and were the heroes. Think back to the 2018 World Series, not that long ago, and it's MVP Steve Pearce of the Boston Red Sox. Steve Pearce. Have you forgotten about him already? Well, many have, but guess what? His performance in that series, it etched in baseball history forever. That's another reason to love baseball. The unexpected often happens, and when it does, we can all relate to it. And it's pretty cool. Perhaps one day Aaron Judge will put this recent series and others he has played into rest when the real Aaron Judge shows up. And while I'm no Yankee fan, that'll be pretty cool as well. Like, comment, subscribe, and please share. Until next time, for the love of the game, I'm Larry Hausner.